The Dow closed down 610 points, just almost 611 points today. One of the worst days for the stock market since 2011. Now, this market crash stems from that historic UK vote to leave the European Union. The Leave campaign, known as Brexit, won with 52% of the vote, and the fallout has sent shockwaves all around the world. Earlier today, British Prime Minister David Cameron said he's going to resign before October, and the British pound has taken a real plunge. This has had a significant effect right here in the United States as well, and it has political figures on both sides of the aisle talking, especially Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, as you might imagine. Sarah Daunchy joining us now with their response to this vote. Sarah?
You know, Bill, it's hard to find somebody who is not talking about this. Britain's historic decision to leave the European Union has the attention of not only people overseas, as you mentioned, but here at home, too. And there is no denying the major political implications have stretched all the way to Washington. President Obama spoke out about the Brexit, trying to reassure Americans that our relationship with the European Union will remain intact. He has opposed a split with the EU in the past, but said today he respects the decision.
I do think that yesterday's vote speaks to the ongoing changes and challenges that are raised by globalization. But while the UK's relationship with the EU will change, one thing that will not change is the special relationship that exists between our two nations. That will endure.
And Donald Trump found himself nearly in the heart of the commotion. He's in Scotland promoting a new golf course. And when it comes to Britain's decision to go, there is no question whose side the Republican frontrunner is on.
Yeah, people are angry. All over the world, they're angry. And
why?
Do you take heart from that?
Why are they angry, sir?
I think we're doing very well in the United States also, and essentially the same thing is happening in the United States.
So Trump very pro-Brexit. Hillary Clinton, however, is on the other side of the coin. She has always supported that the UK remain in the EU. In a statement to a British paper, her campaign commented that, quote, transatlantic cooperation is essential and that cooperation is strongest when Europe is united, end quote. Clinton also expressed some concerns about the financial impact here in the United States, saying that our focus must now be to make sure working American families are not hurt by the Brexit. But the one thing that seems to be certain is that there is still a lot we don't know about how this will shake out long term financially and politically. Bill?
All right.